Good evening. Thank you for coming. Feel free to take a seat. Yes, people are just starting to show up. Plenty of seats open, man. Plenty of seats open. Feel free to help yourself. Yes, sir. Anywhere over there is fine. Anywhere over there is fine. Nope, no, you can't go that way, ma'am. I apologize. Those are reserved seatings. That is hype team seating only over there, ma'am. You will not be able to sit over there. But that's why there's a velvet rope, ma'am. Yes. It should be a good show, yes. Please take a seat. Mr. Davis, this way, please. VIP, please take care of him. Thank you. Everybody get a seat. Show will be starting soon. Please fill in all of the seats. Show will be starting soon. Thank you all for coming to another presentation from Raider Reaction. We always appreciate it. Thank you, as always. Please take a seat. Sir, you can't smoke that in here. As much as I'd love to let you, you're going to have to take that outside. All right, it appears with standing room only at the back now. At this point, if you're just showing up, I apologize. Next time, show up earlier and maybe you'll get a seat.
Raider Reaction is for mature audiences only, so if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
Another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, I know it's getting late in the evening, I'm not here to judge. You could be into whatever the fuck at this point in the evening. Who knows? So let me give you a solid landmark to start out. We're just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar, but most of all, he's a man of commerce. Slip him what you should. He's going to point you in the right direction. He's going to tell you to take a left and then a right as you find yourself strolling down the street minding your own goddamn business. The cool breeze is going to hit you. The chills you right to your skeletal core. And you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is this special little place that we like to call Deep Behind the Enemy Line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday, this is the Raider Nation Report with yours truly, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black, and oh my god, do we got a lot to get into tonight. Man, I don't even know where to start. Let me preface this just this way. Let's start out this way. I think this is a good way to put it. I've been doing Raider Reaction shows for 4 seasons now. Started in the 2017 season, went all the way through that season. Every game, the entire offseason, through the entire year, basically, 365. But through the season as well, through 17, went through 18, went through 19. And this is season 4 for Raider Reaction. It's football season 4. And in that time, there has only been a very small, and I think I can only count them on, it's one hand for sure, and man, I can only think of 2 or 3, maybe only 2 or 3 other times through all of those games that we've covered that I was not able to do a post-game reaction show. And by not able, I mean, there was no fucking way in hell I could have sat down here in front of the mic after that game and given you my instant post-game reaction without absolutely slandering the fucking team that I love. It would have been a massacre. It would not have been good. I would have said things I would have regretted. So I held it all back, and I wanted to sit back for a couple days and take this one in, because man, that one was fucking ugly. I know most of you may have went back, you may have watched the highlights, you may have went back and seen clips of it, you may have whatever. I feel my job as a talking whatever the fuck I am that sits here and talks to the certain section or percentage, whatever percentage, 1%, 0.5%, 0.01% of Raider Nation that listens to my ass, or whoever that stops by. I feel that I should take my due diligence, and even every game, wins, and especially the losses, I look at them critically. I look at the coach's tape, the one where it spins through with no fucking sound, where you watch it from 3 different views of the entire game, to try and dissect and try to look and see what the fuck went wrong and where it went wrong, and as well as you like to hopefully look after win, as the things that you excelled at and how great they did, and this and that. The same thing you would look and dissect a win. But man, this one was tough. This one was a tough coach's tape to sit and dig through and to watch. And the biggest things I took away from this, I'm getting that sequence. Let me back up just a second, because back up just a second here. Hold on. Because there was some good and some bad in this game. But before I went into it, last week we talked about it, I prefaced it, how big a fucking game this was. And I don't think everybody understood how big of a game this was in the ebbs and the flows and what this meant to the Raider season. This game. Whoa. Damn, hold on, sorry. Fucking audio fucking malfunction there. Good Lord almighty. The infamous Billy James. There we go. Fucking Facebook's been fucking with my show lately. See, I didn't have comments going there, so I'd stop there, get things going. So I like to see what y'all are saying. What's up, everybody? What's up? Thank you for joining me first off, everybody. Thank you for joining me as always. Appreciate you. So, what I did was I went to last week. I wanted to preface how big this game was, and I don't think everybody sat back and understood how big this game was coming in. Yeah, you looked like it was a 3-7 team that you were going to truck. I was concerned. The Falcons aren't. They weren't a walk in the park. They were a team with a new coach. They kind of had a little rejuvenation since Raheem had been given the reins, and they were a dangerous team to be hitting at just a weird time. So I was concerned about this game. Didn't see that coming. Nobody seen that fucking freight train coming down the fucking pike. That's for fucking goddamn sure. Nobody seen that coming at all. But I was concerned about this game, and you needed this game hugely. You needed this game hugely, and it ended up being even bigger than you thought. With the Colts and the Dolphins ended up gaining fucking legs on you. So the fact that you tripped all over your dick again, second straight season, man, standing at the door of playoff relevance. Like, the door's open. All you gotta do is step in there, son of a bitch. You played in the Falcons and you played the Jets last year. All you had to do was step through. Claim your spot, baby. I'm here. It's the last 6 games of the season. I'm relevant. We're here. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't fucking do it again. Are you fucking kidding me? At some point, you gotta look at the motherfuckers pulling the reins and the people pulling the strings, man. So this was a huge game. You're not out of it. You're not dead. We're gonna talk about all of that. But this hurt, man. This hurt. This hurt for fucking simple ass reasons. Why? Right there. Right there. There's your fucking playoff field right now. There's your wild card field. Now it's the fucking shit stains, the fucking fish, and the low budget fucking horses. The Colts. I mean, come on, man. This is what you've done now. You've now given these teams a leg up. So now, even if you play these guys and they don't lose before they meet you, you're just even in the field now. Because they've already got a leg up. It just hurts. It hurts all the way. Because now this is where you're sitting. This is where you find yourself. The Ravens still got to play. They're going to fucking lose that game, so they're going to drop down to 6-5. So now you find yourself fighting with the Ravens, the Patriots. The Broncos are out of it. The Texans are out of it. Mathematically, they're basically still in it because they only have 7 losses. But you know the guys are going to grab their 8th, and that's going to fucking absolutely kill them. I think 10 would get you in. 10 would get you in, so that means you can probably drop one more. But man, you're starting to play with fire if you're getting down to 10 now. If you're getting down to 10, I'm telling you, man, this loss really hurt. So I wanted to go, and so I went to the Raider Reaction followers. You guys are intelligent people. You watch the same shit I do. I mean, I ain't got no fucking piece of paper on the wall that says I'm any smarter than you guys. I just take more time to look at shit than you guys, and I try to share the stuff that I see. But that doesn't make me any fucking stupid ass camera. Goddamn, what is this made by fucking somebody kid's small fucking hands in some third world country? Fucking shit ass stuff you buy and doesn't fucking work the way it's supposed to. Just irritates the fuck out of me. But so I went to the followers of Raider Reaction. I wanted to see what you guys thought. And I wanted to see what your take was. Do you honestly think? I wanted your take. Do you honestly think the Silver and Black are going to make the playoffs in 2020? Now, Mike Pullis says if we beat the Jets, we might have a chance. If they get blown out by the Jets, forget it until next year. And I absolutely say it. If you go into New York and you lose to the Jets, you might as well mail it in, man. You might as well fucking mail it in. You have to run the fucking table after that. You got 2 of the playoff teams standing in your way. I mean, you can't. The Raiders have done this to themselves for so many years now. You can't constantly continue to back yourself in a fucking corner over and over to the point you can't fight yourself way out of it. And that's what they do. And we continue. It was like last year. They lose to the Jets and they're like, but we're not out yet. And then the next week, but we're not out yet. And then the next, but we just keep backing yourself into the corner to to the point where now you got to land these haymakers, man, and you got to start knocking all these fucking dominoes. Start to have to fall. And these guys got to lose. To this guy's got to lose. All these crazy scenarios come into play, and you've done this to yourself. This is what you fucking done to yourself. This is what you've done to yourself. You've dropped yourself. Oh, wrong fucking way. You've dropped yourself to a 38% chance to make the fucking playoffs. With that loss, that's how bad of a loss that was. Not just losing the game. I mean, you completely... Oh, man. I mean, just... it was shameful to watch. But this is what you've done to your chances, your opportunity in 2020. You've murdered it. Dropped it to 38%. There's no chance in hell, as you see on there. This is out of, look up there, right under the chance to make the playoffs, based on damn near 250,000 different scenarios ran. And you got a 1% chance to host a playoff game now. 1%. So that's out of the fucking water. You shot that duck off the fucking pond. Wild card, 38%. 62% your ass is sitting home. They even gave us an extra fucking spot this year, man. They even gave you a back door. God damn. Fucking ridiculous, man. How you let that game get the fuck away, I just don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand the showing. I don't understand the fucking stupid ass sweep call on the 4th down play. I mean, if my son called that in Madden, I'd be looking at him like, you know the first down's that way. What are you going that way for? I mean, that's just simple shit. That's just simple shit. So hold on. Let me go back to some of these other comments. I keep getting off my tangent here because some of you guys had some solid points here. Silvestri, he was at the Atlanta game. He says the inconsistency of this team year makes the answer pretty easy. No talent. No, he believes no. The talent goes out the window. Luckily, pretty much is the deciding factor. You might face a Raider team that is burning red hot on offense with an okayish defense that will win almost games. Or you can get a Raider team that doesn't know what type of offense it wants to be, with a defense that gets lost with simple man-to-man coverage, or a team that honestly seems like they don't know how to play the game at some times. He sat through the Atlanta game. Let's scroll through some of these other comments here. Andrew Lathrop, one of our supporters, top fan. Something was certainly off against the Falcons. I felt it right away. We've had bad games this year. It felt like more than that. Carr said a flat practice this week. His wife was about to deliver a baby. Gruden said the 5 turnovers. We were in the game till the 3rd quarter. I get it. Kind of the same thing I thought. Billy James, the infamous Billy James. Not if they keep playing like shit. Eloquently spoke as always. Billy, you just have a way with words. You're a fucking wordsmith, my man. As is Coda. Yes, we will. Man, a few words, but he feels it in his heart that the Raiders are going to make it. Not if they play like they did Sunday, says Bill Carlin. I've been a fan since '67. My father had 4 season tickets, die-hard fan, but that was the worst performance I've seen in a long time. Brian Sweet, 6-5 and still in the hunt. Yes, we can make the playoffs. Brian believes. Nick Warren Dulski believes we will take the last spot. Thomas Roush thinks we need to win every game left in the season to make the playoffs. And when you start saying things like that you have to win every game, that stacks such a difficult thing for your team, man. You realize just getting in the tournament that you have to run the table when you get in it. So now you've already stacked it up to the fact that you have 0 fucking margin of error for basically until the entire season's over. Guys, we can't fuck up the rest of the way. At all. That's not realistic, man. So, 6-5. I think you could drop one more and still stay in the conversation. But, man, it's getting scary. It's getting scary. That was a bad loss. Bad loss. A really bad loss. And not only was it a bad loss, it was a bad loss at the worst time in the season. Man, this is deja vu all over again, man.
What? Okay, boss.
Exact same thing that happened last year. We spent 7 days with the silver and black jammed in the fucking nation's mouth, man. Every talking head, fucking Cowherd, Good Morning Football, NFL Live, every fucking talking head everywhere. Cowherd was at the Raiders are back. Fuck, you had Shannon Sharp's big fucking horse ass mouth, even saying good things. Skip Bayless, Max Kellerman, Stephen A was fucking waving the praises. Same thing last year for a solid 7 days. Solid 7 days. And then we met the Jets. And then everybody was like, Monday, like, ooh. Ooh. And then this year, the same thing. We went through the same thing all week, man. I had the shit up on the page like mad. I couldn't grab. It was crazy. I could go and search all social medias last week at any day and just search it by the day, and I could pick my fucking out of Raider fucking media that was out there, videos, talking heads talking about the Raiders, the upcoming matchup, the Raiders are back, blah, 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 blah. How about pick? This morning, I was looking for content. Well, looking for some stuff, pull for the show, blah, 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 blah. Go to search. There's that. There's not shit. Nobody's talking about the silver and black come the start of the fucking football week. With week 13 around the corner, we barely got a pulse as far as the talking heads are concerned. And man, if that doesn't upset you, I'll get to that later, man. That's a little teaser for my WTF. I tell you. But that was a bad loss. That was a bad loss. Basically, the consensus I get from all of the comments from Raider Nation and what you guys think about our chances still in the 2020 season is that it's a big fucking maybe. You better show me something. You better show me something in New York, because we better see a pulse in New York, because if there's no pulse in New York, oh man, we're gonna start zipping up the body bag real slow, because the season's about to go cold again. And I don't want to see another season die. It's depressing, man. It's depressing. It's really depressing. This stupid fucking sound. It's really depressing, man. I don't want to see another season of such hope die. Because this team has talent. This team has talent. It really does. And I want to get to where I think that may be missing. But before I get there, if you happen to be hanging out in the Missouri area, there in fucking Queefdom, or whatever the fuck they call it, and man, you need some silver and black oasis. You need to hang out with these fine people right here. And member of the hype team, Show Me Raider.
Every game day, Show Me Raider and Raider Reaction take you to Wings, etc. on North Glenstone in Springfield, Missouri, with the Queen City Raider Nation, a family of die-hard Raider fans pillaging just for fun.
Just win, baby.
Win, lose, or tie, it's always a great time. If you're a Raider fan in Missouri, come to Wings, etc. Good wings, good heat, good God, let's eat and watch the greatest team in football.
All right. Yeah, Queen City, man, check it out. And also, coming up this Thursday, you got to be an official supporter of Raider Reaction to get it done. Our sponsors are helping out. We got a ton of prizes to give away. RaiderNationStore.net, Motorsports.com, the official sponsor of The Violator. You got to be an official supporter of Raider Reaction to get in the raffle. It's this Thursday. They're held the first Thursday of every month. 12 of them bitches a year. It's our little way to give back to you. Last one, we gave away 26 prize packs, Raider Reaction swag, motosports.com swag from the Violator, and stuff from RaiderNationStore.net. Inaugural season patches, the Raider face shields, Raider Nation flags, patches, stickers, all kinds of shit. Gave away all kinds of shit. 26 prize packs. And if you want to get in, you got to be an official supporter. Go to the top of the Raider Reaction Facebook page. Click that blue button. You'll get one of them cool badges like Billy James and the other cool kids in the crowd got. It says supporter next to it. Plus you go into our Dark Side Inner Circle group so, we can sit back and talk with all the other cool kids and, get a little behind the scenes shit. You get other little perks as well. Plus, the new game show. I'm dropping that bitch next week, man. I've been talking about it long enough. We've got contestants lined up that are ready for the new Raider Trivia game show that we're going to do live right here on Raider Reaction, where we can see if you can make it through 3 the hard way. 13 categories. You got to get 10 right. You only get 3 strikes. 3 minutes. It's all silver and black knowledge. You guys all know everything about the Raiders, right? So it should be easy, right? So you think. Maybe not. That was as big a tease as you're gonna get. It's called 3 the hard way. You gotta be an official supporter to get in. It's all Raider trivia, live, call-in show. Coming next week. I'm not sure what night I'm gonna do it yet. I'm not sure. But we'll be dropping it soon. Next week. I'm sick of talking about it. I got time to fucking shit or get moving, man. It's time. All right. Moving forward.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. You understand?
You goddamn right. Rest in peace, Dare. That was just a cool motherfucker. Oh, no Google. You ain't gonna have no Google. See, that's why it's 3 the hard way, Billy James. You ain't got enough time. And you're live, and I'm going to be talking shit the whole time and clowning your ass if you're getting them wrong. So, I'm going to be tripping you up. You ain't going to have time to go fucking Google ask your phone. Oh, no. It's 3 the hard way, because there's real good prizes at the end of this if you make it. RaiderNationStore.net, Motorsports.com. We're not talking like the prizes that we give away during the raffle, although those are nice prizes. We're going to give away like the stuff that we give away during the Madden tournaments, like autograph swag, mini helmets, shit like that. That's what kind of prizes we're going to give away. Because if you come on, and you got the stones to come on and test your Raider knowledge, then goddamn it, you gotta win something at the end of that. That's worth winning. So we'll have different prizes every time. We'll let the winner know what they're playing for before the show starts, and then we'll obviously do it. Well, they're going to be set up ahead of time, so we'll know who's going to be calling in, all that good shit. So next week we're going to start the first contestant. That's not fair, Brian. But you got to be an official supporter to be able to become a contestant. That's it. I was going to be a supporter and say, hey, I want to be a contestant, and damn it, we're going to put you in the list, and you can be a contestant. You can come on and try your wares, your Raider knowledge, see if you got it. All right, moving forward. Let's get to some actual Raider talk, not bullshit. The good out of Week 12, because there was good, there was positive. I would like to look for the silver lining on this gigantic shit cloud. I looked real hard to find the silver lining on this gigantic shit cloud, but there was one. I had to dig real deep in the shit, man.
Like, let's get to some actual Raider talk.
Like back there behind the peanut, I found it. It was not good. Damn, that's a bad game. But the defense. Yes, I know. Harder to praise the defense. They put up 40 fucking plus points. I get it. Well, they were helped by 5 fucking turnovers and 4 fumbles that pinned them as in about the worst fucking positions you could possibly be in the entire game. So you can't blame all of that on the defense. But what the defense did, if you were watching that game, and as I watched, and the offense continued to trip over themselves and just couldn't sustain anything, couldn't get anything going, questionable play calling, you just the defense kept that game alive on life support. Like, the offense would go out there, fucking trip over their dick, the defense would be like, hold on, chest compressions, somebody get over there. They just kept this game going. The fuck up and be like, hold on, we won't give up a touchdown, it'll only be a field goal, guys, hold on. They just kept keeping him in it, man. You got a fucking turnover. My God. But even at half, as bad a first half as that was, you get the ball at half and you're within less than 7 if you score a touchdown after the half. I mean, your defense held you in it. Held you in it all the way till it broke, man. You broke them. You couldn't sustain anything on offense. You couldn't stay on the field. You just kept backing them up, and the offense broke the defense that game. It broke a defense that was improving over the last several weeks. So the positive I take out of that is I continue to see growth on the defensive side of the ball, and this may help for the playoff push, the insane playoff push that this team needs to make the playoffs. That may be what you need. Maybe that's all that this team needs is this insane, the defense to... The roughing the kicker, Henry, was a bullshit call. I agree. I thought there were some questionable calls. Do I think the calls cost this team the game? No. This team was fucking shitting all down themselves, man. It was bad. It was bad. So I was looking at, that was the only good I got, man. The defense was keeping you in the game while you were fucking tripping all over yourselves. But the bad was really bad. But the bad, I get to say, well, it was all bad. Well, no, there were some things that were really epically bad. And those things need to be pointed out. And the worst thing that I took away from this game, and I was already going to bring it up, but I watched Rich Gannon's In the Pocket, and I ran it as a live premiere a little earlier in the evening on the page. If you didn't happen to catch it, go back and watch it. He had some really fucking excellent points in there, and this was a great point, and I went back and fact-checked it to see exactly the accuracy on it, and he's fucking dead on, man. God damn. And I can't believe nobody has brought this up before, but the glaring fact that Derek Carr has put the ball on the ground double-digit times this season, and he's lost 8 of them now, is a glaring statistic. And when you look at starting quarterbacks in the National Football League since 2014, when Derek Carr came into the league, he has lost more fumbles than any quarterback in the National Football League. That is not a statistic that you can keep looking past. That's a scary stat, man. He leads the league out of all quarterbacks who have started from 2014 on since he's came in the league in lost fumbles. Now, interceptions you can blame on a lot of shit. Some fumbles you can blame on a lot of shit too. But if you go back and watch that In the Pocket with Rich Gannon from earlier today, Rich even points it out. He's like, the number one job of the quarterback is to protect the ball at all costs. And if you're putting it on the ground at a percentage rate that's higher than anybody else at your same job, that's a fucking problem, man. That's a problem. And so I'm concerned about that a little bit. He's great with protecting the ball in the passing aspect. He doesn't turn the ball over very much, doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. Great completion percentage. But dude, this putting the ball on the ground under a little bit of pressure, and sometimes you got to learn to turn it up. You got to learn to feel the pressure a little better. The numbers don't lie. It's starting to become a concern. And when Rich Gannon, who holds a whole lot more water than I do, is pointing it out and saying, hey man, you can't do that, then as a fan base, you got to stand back and say, hey, this guy's saying, hey, you can't do that. He's concerned. He's done what you've done. Better than you've done. The guy knows what he's talking about. You can't do that. So, that's probably the worst thing that I took away from this. The 3 fumbles by the quarterback. Yes, the God damn, man. The one, I mean, the tackle, I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, hey! You know, I mean, what are you going to do? But the numbers don't lie. I mean, it just keeps happening. Why does it just keep happening to the same fucking guy? You know, it's like, getting struck by lightning is bad luck. Yeah, that motherfucker been struck 57 times. Is it in his DNA? I mean, what the fuck? At some point, shit. It's something. But here's the big question. I want to ask you, Raider Nation. Here's the big question. It's my money question for the night. And I want your comments. Throw them up. Throw them up in there. I want to see them. It's my... do you really trust the process at this point? You're what? Several years in on Gruden now. 10-year deal. $100 million. I mean, that doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck? You can pay him $50 million a year. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to the salary cap. Get the man you want. And I love the fact that Mark put his money where his mouth is. If he wanted Gruden, you went and got him. Fucking money didn't matter. I liked that. I like that about Mark. But my biggest concern about John Gruden was history repeats itself for a reason. And historically, coaches do not have success trying to return to capture past greatness. Coaches also in the National Football League do not have success trying to capture previous greatness at another franchise, at a different franchise. There's only been a handful of coaches in the entire history of the National Football League that have even made it to multiple Super Bowls with multiple teams. Bill Parcells won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants. How many fucking times did he try to recreate that again? Jets. He actually made it back with the Patriots, but lost. Cowboys. Dan Reeves. He never. Dick Vermeil. They tried to bring him to Kansas City and get it done after what he did in St. Louis. Mike Holmgren drug him to Seattle to try and recreate what he did in Green Bay. There's only been a handful. John Gruden didn't get it done in Oakland the first time around. Everybody says the Tuck rule was a Super Bowl loss. I believe there was a good chance at a Super Bowl that year. But I have a hard time calling that a Super Bowl lost when that was a divisional round playoff game. And you had 2 more games to play yet. You had no fucking idea who you were going to play. And if you lost that one in the snow, who says you were going to win the next one? And who says you win the one after that? And then the AFC Championship, Syracuse's fat ass fucking squashing Gannon. You know, that was the closest he got in silver and black, the AFC Championship. And then so he went and took Tony Dungy's team and tweaked it a little bit and won a Super Bowl. And then became a 500 coach after that. And we've brought him back. So do you trust the process? Do you think John Gruden is the answer? Do you think John Gruden and his good old boy club, Rob Marinelli, I'm going to bring my old poker buddy back in, bring this guy, you know, do you think... Now, what I do like about what Mayock and Gruden have done is I love the roster they've built. But should Gruden be joining Mayock in football operations and helping steer this team to greatness and putting some fresh fire on the sidelines? Because I don't blame some of the problems on offense on the quarterback. The quarterback play this year has been pretty exceptional other than his fumble issues, which we just talked about. But other than that, everything else the guy's hitting on fucking point. So, we all hate Syracuse's fat ass lines. God damn. And you know what? Didn't they finally fire him from being a fucking fat bumbling fuck on the sideline finally? Because god damn, that was horrible having to listen to that cocksucker on the sideline. That was some fucking terrible shit. Good lord. Oh god. I'm starting to look at the coaching staff of this team. Because like I said, I dug through the shit for you guys this week. Again, I watched the coaches tape. I tried to figure out where things go wrong. Where it went wrong. And the losses, I don't put as much on the players as I do some of the coaching. Some of the play calls, some of the situations you put your team in, some of the bad management at the end of games. That's what's starting to bother me a little bit. And this was just too big of a game for these guys not to be properly coached up and for them not to come out looking flat like they did. And just, I don't know, man. The questionable play call on fourth down. There was just so many things about the first half of this game that you just allowed this to get away. And in the second half, fuck. It is what it is. Let's quit beating this fucking dead horse. I mean, this motherfucker's dead. God damn. Let's leave it alone. You ain't lying, Daryl. Wasn't a goddamn thing wrong, Daryl. Not a damn thing. Everything went. No excuses. I like it, Matthew. No excuses. Lions is all in with Gruden. And I know there's a lot of people that are. And I'm not, listen, I will sit right here. I believe what I believe. I don't say it's right. I don't say it's wrong. I believe the way I believe. And, I don't expect all of you guys to believe the same. And, Lions is a fucking intelligent fellow, and he's all in on Gruden. He thinks he's going to fucking bring us back. And I hope he does. But I don't like reaching back into the past to try to capture old greatness. It usually doesn't work. And when you try to recreate things and do things that you did before, that's just, that's where I'm concerned. This was a huge loss. I don't think everybody gets it. 6-5, man. You're 6-5. This is what we're looking left, guys. This is what we're looking at left, right here. You're 6-5. You know how big this Jets game is? You've backed yourself in the corner right now that this Jets game is like your fucking Super Bowl right now. If you don't go out and truck the Jets, your season's done, basically. You've now lined it up where you have to run the table. And sure, yeah, I can sit here and I can make an argument for every game. Yeah, I can make an argument for that game. I can make an argument for that game, that one, and that. Yeah, sure, I can make an argument for all four of those. How we could win all four of those games. Absolutely. All four are winnable games. 100%. But you've backed yourself up just like the percentages that we threw up earlier. You've backed yourself up where you've now got this. The percentages just start to drop every one. And it drops well below 30% if you lose to the Jets. You're down in the fucking 20s now. Now you've got to run the table on all these four games. And run the table again? So, I ask you, Billy James, and I agree. I don't think Chucky's going anywhere for a long time either. I think Mark Davis is all in. But is he trying to not only recreate past greatness, but bringing back old fucking horses to put back in the stable? Maybe it takes some fresh blood, man. Maybe it takes like a fucking Eric Bieniemy that they've got in Kansas City. Maybe it takes one of these new guys. Maybe it takes an offensive coordinator who's not a fucking puppet with fucking Gruden's fucking arm shoved up his ass. Because that's all Olsen really is. He's not a real offensive coordinator for the Raiders. He's doing what Gruden tells him to do. He's somebody to hold the fucking clipboard. You ain't lying, Matt. No room for error, man. That is exactly what we've done to ourselves. So this Jets game is gigantic. If you won the Falcons game, you're sitting in a fucking stellar position, man. You're sitting at 7-4, and some pressure comes off of you. Maybe things shook out a little differently somewhere else. Maybe one of the Colts lost, or maybe the Dolphins lost. Even if they won, you're still tied with them. So when you play them later, you really gain ground if you beat them. Now if you beat them, you haven't taken a leg up. You're just trying to get back what you've lost. It's not the same anymore. It's not the same. Damn. Sucks, man. Sucks. It was a fucking bad loss. Damn, that was a bad loss. At a bad time. I mean, the loss wasn't as bad as the timing of the loss. The timing of the loss was fucking brutal. But the D's been improving, Billy. Billy, the D's been improving the last 3 weeks. I mean, dramatically. If this D continues doing what it's doing the rest of the year and continues to get better, do you still want to get rid of Paul Guenther at the end of the year? That's a fair question. Because I'm seeing improvement. And offense isn't like defense. Offense, you can go out there and you can drill the fucking play 100 times. And you're probably going to go out there and you're going to execute it pretty fucking well majority of the time. Defense is different. Defense, you have a scheme. Defense, you have a set. And you're going to react off of what the other team is doing. And they're doing all this shit to try and trick you up. So it's about players not being in the right position. And half the time, it's players that are fucking up. I guarantee you, Paul Guenther's not, calling a play that says, let that cocksucker run open down the middle of the field and don't cover him. Hey, you forget your assignment and fucking cheat up instead of fucking catching the guy that the guy in the flat just released. It's just simple, stupid shit. Because when you watch the coaches tape, you're like, well, that fucking jackass didn't do what he was supposed to. He didn't do what he was supposed to. So sometimes I have a hard time. The defensive coordinators in this league, their heads get called for fucking every week on every fucking team. It's not just ours, so I don't know, man. I don't know. The jury's still out on me on the defense. It really is. I want to see what these guys do because I've seen improvement. I have. I mean, it's fuck. Say hello. My little friend, the defense, they finally showed up. So, back to the playoff picture. This is who is now in the playoffs, since we tripped over our dick at the threshold of playoff relevance, once again, for the second straight season. And this is where you found yourself. You're a game back. It's not unattainable. You play both teams that are currently ahead of you. So, you really control a lot of your own fate. That's a possibility. It's a fair point, Billy. It's a fair point. Matt, I honestly wish that guy was still here. Brinson Buckner seems to have the team that he's playing at right now, or coaching for right now, doing things that I wish we could have our guys doing. But, who knows? I want to see how this defense works out the rest of the season, but this Jets game this is the season, man. This is it. You have to win this game. You have backed yourself in this corner and you've given yourself. This is it, man. You have to win this game. You've left yourself no room for error, no margin of error now. You don't even want to get to that sixth loss. You don't want to get there. You've got other teams that are still sitting at 7-4. They haven't even grabbed their fifth. You can't. You've got to keep pace. You've got to hold that sixth loss off as long as you can because you may be able to drop one. I still think 10 gets you in. I still do not believe in the Dolphins, but the Dolphins made the right move, giving Fitzmagic back the fucking ball and taking it from Tua because Fitzmagic can catch a little fucking lightning in a bottle for a week or two, and if them cocksuckers get hot for like 2 or 3 weeks down the end of the season, and he just fucking slings for about 400 yards out of his fucking mind, like I've seen him do it, because I put that son of a bitch in many times in fucking fantasy. He's on my bench. I'll throw that cocksucker in like I'm fucking rolling dice, baby. Fitzmagic! Half the time he comes up. So I know I won't count that bearded motherfucker out, man. Oh, he's a baller. That son of a bitch will go out there. He plays with no fucks. He just goes out there and slings. And if it's fucking hitting on all cylinders that day, your ass is going to lose. So the Dolphins are a little scary. They're a team that you don't know when you hit them, if they're going to be up or down. They're not a guarantee. There's no such thing as a guaranteed win in the National Football League. You just seen that in Week 12. You got that fucking ass spanked by the fucking shitbirds. That was great. Fucking stellar. Rod Marinelli hasn't shown me shit either, Matt. This is what I'm talking about. The good old boy club. You brought back these fuckers that you got it done with before trying to recreate past glory, and I just don't know if that's the thing you should do. Now, I want to hit this segment. Right, a little sooner than the end of the show. Got about 8 minutes or so left. And I appreciate every damn one of you guys that have stopped in tonight. All you guys, you guys are the shit. Each and every damn one of you. Anybody that spends a second with us here at Raider Reaction, we greatly appreciate you. We really, really do. But I want to get to this little segment. You know the segment.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What?
It's that time.
What?
Little segment that I like to call the WTF. Tonight's WTF. Now, after a loss, and this is, man, this is a new thing that I've noticed in the past season or two. And it happens in all of the groups after a loss. Especially a bad loss where the fan base is like, what the fuck, man? You know, and I, as you'll see, you know, we formed our own group, the official Raider Reaction group, the Raider Reaction Empire. It's real, it's raw, it's uncensored, as much as Facebook allows you. I mean, fuck, they're censoring the fuck out of everything anymore. But it's a forum. We don't censor you. We allow you to speak your mind. But one of the things I've noticed is the elder statesmen, you know, I myself, I'm 45. I don't give a fuck if you know how old I am. But I'm 45. I would like to consider myself a little bit of an OG in the fucking Raider Nation. I've been fucking rooting for this team since I was diehard, since I was 8, when they won the fucking last Super Bowl. It was a glorious moment in my childhood, and I've been a fucking diehard ever since. And it's the only fucking team I've ever rooted for and ever represented. But I've noticed that a lot of guys and gals in the Raider groups are calling out fans who complain and saying they're not real fans. It's you young fans. It's you fan. How can you complain about the team? How can you criticize the team? How can you say anything about the team that you love? You can't be a fan and complain about the team that you love. That, to me, is absolute fucking horseshit. How can you... Being a fan means you are a fanatic. You are a fanatic about your team. You're fanatical. You're fucking crazy, man. Your fucking blood pressure fucking goes up and down by the game. You know, you're upset at the end of the game if they lost, and it carries for a while, might even to the next day or two. You know, you give a shit, okay? You fucking put your vacations around games, man. Half your fucking Christmas fucking shopping silver and black. I mean, your life is fucking silver and black. You have every fucking right to complain about a fucking team that goes out and puts shit on the fucking field like that. You have every fucking right. And there's no fucking fan in the world that can tell me I'm not a fucking fan because I'm upset about having to watch that shit. You should be upset about having to watch that shit. And should no fucking member of the fan base tell another member of the fan base that they can't vent however the fuck they feel like it. That's straight up bullshit. And you're a bitch ass motherfucker if you're telling somebody they can't fucking speak their mind about the team that they love and spend their fucking hard earned money on. Their fucking money that they fucking, their blood, sweat, and their tears from their fucking job that probably don't pay them enough anyway. You're gonna tell them they can't? You do realize that these motherfuckers make over fucking 6 figures, some of them over 7 figures a year to do one thing, and that is entertain their fan base by winning fucking football games right there to entertain our ass. That's the only fucking reason they are there. That is it. One fucking thing in your job description. You signed the contract. What did that motherfucker say? Just win, baby. Sign your name here. If you don't do that, then your fan base has the right to fucking complain. Especially as long as it's fucking been since they've seen something relevant happen. So to you fucking fans out there, they keep saying, these other fans, you can't say that, you can't do that, you're not a fan, you're not a real fan. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I love this team to the fucking center of my little ass black heart. With every ounce of blood I have in my body. But that game disgusted me to the point I could hardly even look at the screen. It disgusted me to the point this weekend that I couldn't even come on after the game and sit here and talk to you about it in a post-game reaction because I was so fucking disgusted. I would have slandered the team that I loved to a point that I would have fucking regretted the second I hit stop. I had to wait 48 hours so I could come on here. Don't tell me I can't fucking say that I am fucking embarrassed by that performance. You should be. You let your fan base down. You should fucking hang your heads after that. And if you don't go out and fucking train on the fucking Jets to fucking make it right, big changes need to be made in the offseason. I'll tell you right now. If this fucking thing goes down the fucking toilet this year without so much as a playoff appearance, when they even added a 7th fucking spot, they gave you a back door and left it open to get in the playoffs. If you can't even muster that, beat out the fucking Colts with Phillip Quivers, you can't beat out the fucking Fish with Ryan Fitzpatrick, then something needs to be changed on this team, man. What the fuck? Well, what the fuck on many fronts? That was like a WTF on steroids. Like PEDs, like Will Fuller. Oh, but my doctor, man, I just needed this salve. And I didn't know. He said it was good. Come on, man. You dumb motherfucker. You making millions of dollars. You ain't gonna go check. You're just gonna trust your doctor. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. That's a what the fuck in itself right there, Will Fuller. Come on. Come on, man. Thank you all for joining me. Each and every damn one of you. Raider Nation, you are the shit. I appreciate all of you guys stopping in. Each and every damn one of you. There's still life in this silver and black. And I still believe it's not over yet. I never, ever, ever give up hope until it's completely done. And there's no hope to be had. But that we're not there yet. There's still life. We're still beaten. But man, that hurt. I'm out. Peace, love. Raider Nation. Every Thursday night, right before kickoff, the Raider Reaction resident sports guru drops his last minute nuggets on who you should start, who you should sit, and what the fuck you should do in fantasy football. Welcome to Fantasy Island.